Hey, all you ghosts and ghouls out there in internet land. My name is Chris, and these are 3 things that I have been reading, watching, and listening to this week. Halloween is almost here, which is unbelievable because I feel like I haven't watched nearly enough scary movies. I took a detour from watching my decades horror movies because I wanted to watch the new Halloween. Halloween Kills, it's streaming exclusively on Peacock. But I wanted to watch it, and I didn't just want to watch it, I wanted to make sure I had the whole story, because there's so many Halloween movies, just like all of those 80s slashers. I watched the original Halloween, and then I watched Halloween from 2018, and then I watched Halloween Kills. That's the way you should do it. I'm not going to toot my own horn and say that I was right. Toot toot, but I was right. That's the right way to do it. Halloween Kills picks up as if Halloween in 2018 never ended. You could watch them back to back and it would feel like one movie. It was great. I think they did it right because they brought back a lot of the old characters from the original Halloween movie from the 70s. They brought back the Lindsay character and the Tommy character, even though it wasn't the same actor. And so I thought that was really cool. It was a smart way to do it. It was clever. There were some really great classic slasher scenes that I really enjoyed. They had some fun with how Michael was killing some people. I'm going to leave it at that. But it was good to see that it wasn't just him with the butcher knife all the time. I liked it a lot. I'm excited to see Halloween Dies, which is apparently the title of the 3rd and final of the most recent trilogy, and we'll see if Michael and Laurie or both or neither actually die. Anyway, that's what I watched. I watched the Halloween movies leading up to and then through Halloween Kills. Definitely worth a watch if you like slashers, so watch that. What I've been reading, okay, quick backstory. I was in West Virginia hanging out with a buddy of mine, and we happened to go to a comic expo, which I didn't know was there, and that's not the reason that I went. But there, an artist by the name of Jason Pell had a print of Captain America, and it looks like this. It caught Rachel's eye, so we went over and we talked to him, and she bought it, and he gave me one of his books. He was like, hey, do you like comic books? I said, of course I like comic books, I'm here. And he said, do you like superhero books or like all kinds of books? I said, I'm pretty much into all kinds of books. I like some of the darker stuff, some of the weirder stuff. It doesn't have to be a superhero story. And he was like, cool, here's a book, and gave me a book. It's called The Suicide Five. I read it in one sitting. It was very, very good, very captivating, just made me think a lot. He started Kickstarters for books called Pinpricks, and I had to back them. 2 books, each with 101 short stories, and by short stories I mean like a page, and then some artwork, and that's it. But they're creepy, crawly, they're weird, they're strange, they're different, they're interesting, they're unique, they're fascinating, they're right up my alley. So he launched a 3rd one back in March or April, and of course I jumped on. And this time it's a full-size graphic novel. See the difference? Full size. And it's expanding a lot of his 1-page stories into short stories. And then he hired a bunch of awesome artists to come in and do the artwork for the stories that he wrote. There's 15 stories in all. Some are the single-page stories, which are new. And then some are like 3 to 5-page extensions of his 1-page stories. But it was a great read. I got it in the mail from Kickstarter. I pledged and paid back in March, and then I forgot about it. And then I got an email like, hey, make sure we have your shipping address, and we'll ship it to you when we have it ready. And then it showed up on my doorstep like 3 days ago. So it jumped to the front of the line. I read it because it's spooky. So that's what I was reading this week. I also read something else, but I'll talk about it next week. Stay tuned. It's one of my favorite Batman stories. Teaser. Here's what I've been listening to. Because Halloween is on Sunday, I've continued to listen to Halloween themed music, build my ultimate Halloween playlist on Spotify, which I'm going to link on my Beacons page so that you can get to it, so that you don't have to think about Halloween playlists for trick-or-treating. You can just play mine. You're welcome. I think it's better than a lot of the ones out there because it combines a lot of the ones out there. It cuts out all the stupid crap that I don't like, and it puts in all the fun stuff. Some are classic songs, some are theme songs, some are inspired songs, some are just songs that you see in scary movies. The 3 songs that I added this week are Every Day is Halloween by Ministry. Yep, that's right. It keeps coming up, and I just like it. A Nightmare on My Street by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And The Time Warp, because Rocky Horror, right? I put those onto the 3 Things playlist. hit the link in my bio and find it and just listen to it and get spooked and have fun and hand out candy. So you're welcome. But those are 3 things that I have been listening to, reading, and watching. And it's Thursday and Halloween's coming up. Stay spooky, stay safe, have fun, get dressed up, go all out, have a blast, and look for pictures of my Halloween costume coming soon. And until then, I'm Chris Stall telling you, help control the pet population, have your pets spayed or neutered.